Hello, students. This is a course selection presentation for students who are currently in grade 9 choosing their grade 10 courses for the 2021-22 school year. I'm going to walk you through some of the steps and important information you know in order to properly select your courses for next year. Before moving on, I just want to invite you, if you haven't already joined, to please join our Rick Hansen Secondary School Google Classroom using one of the two codes indicated so that you can get important information and announcements from the guidance department. Like last year, you're going to be choosing your courses using My Blueprint Planner. You can access My Blueprint by going into your BYOD account and going to your apps there. When you're in My Blueprint, you'll notice that you can see your progress towards graduation. You can see how many courses you've earned so far and how many courses you need to earn in each of the different categories and subject areas. So it's a wise decision to look through these compulsory courses just to ensure when you're selecting your courses, you're taking the right courses that you need to progress towards graduation. As you probably know, you're going to be choosing 8 credits for next year, and 5 of those credits are compulsory credits. So you have to take another English, math, and science in your grade 10 year. Those are compulsory courses. You're also required to take a history course, as well as careers and civics, which are each worth half a credit. That leaves you with 3 optional credits, 3 courses you can select in any area or subject area that we offer. And we do offer quite a bit, a lot of different optional courses in the area of arts, technology, business, French, computer science, phys ed, and so on. I really recommend that you take this as an opportunity to explore areas of interest and get a sense of what you might be interested in pursuing in your senior grades. Remember, you're actually going to be choosing a total of 9 courses. Because careers and civics are each half-credit courses, they'll count as 2 different courses, and so you'll have a total of 9 courses selected for grade 10, but it should add up to 8 credits. When choosing your courses, do remember your OSSD requirements. Remember what compulsory courses you need in order to get your diploma. Ensure that you have the appropriate prerequisite. So, for example, you cannot select grade 10 academic math if your math in grade 9 was at the applied level. You do have to ensure you have the appropriate prerequisite in grade 9 in order to choose an appropriate course in grade 10. My Blueprint will alert you if you've chosen a course for which you do not have a prerequisite. Please make sure you're making realistic choices. Think about what you tend to do well in, and think about where your strengths are, and make sure you're choosing courses that are neither too difficult for you or something that you think you're really not going to be interested in taking. Explore program areas, as I mentioned before. Use those 3 optional courses in order to do this. And make sure that the selected course you're choosing is the actual course you want. So in other words, check the course description and check the grade level to make sure you're not making any mistakes. Once you make a mistake and submit it, it becomes really difficult to try to then make a change. Course selections are granted on a first come, first served basis. When you submit your course selection is time-stamped, and that timestamp is extremely important because if we have to go back and change a mistake that you made or change a course that you didn't want to take after all, we would have to then re-timestamp it. And kids will be given, the first kids who've selected a course will be given priority in those courses. So it is important that you think about the courses that you want to take now and make sure you try to get them in and submitted as quickly as you can without making any errors. Now, where are you going to learn about the courses that we offer at Rick Hansen? Well, there's a bunch of different places you can go to. Of course, My Blueprint, you'll notice, has course descriptions for each of the courses that we offer. Our Rick Hansen webpage is a great place to go. If you look under Student Services and then click on the Course Offerings link, you'll notice we have course-friendly course descriptions for every single course that we offer at the school. Have a look when you have some time at the different courses that we offer, just so you have an idea of what's available to you before you actually have to go in and select your courses. Go on to Rick Hansen Google Classroom. We will be posting a sheet of 2021-22 course offerings there. Chat with your subject teachers. Chat with your guidance counselor. Talk to friends and other students. They can all be good sources of information for you. Remember, timetable changes are really difficult or impossible once the semester starts. And optional course changes for grade 9 students and grade 10 students will not be considered in September. Now, think as well about the course type that you want to take. Some of our courses in grade 10, like the Introduction to Business or Introduction to Computer Science or phys ed courses, are all offered at the open level. That means anybody can take that course, and it would be appropriate for any student in any pathway. We also have courses that are offered in locally developed, academic, or applied. If you have questions about what might be best for you, you can definitely speak with your teachers or reach out to your guidance counselor who can give you some more guidance. It's important to consider your current achievement when you're deciding on your course types for each subject area for next year. Think about what you might be struggling in and what you're doing well in, and let that be what helps to guide you when you're selecting your course types for the following year. If you're planning to go to summer school, which some students going into grade 10 decide that they want to do, you would either be looking at going to summer school for either a 2-week or a 4-week course. If you've failed a course in grade 9, and if you failed that course with between a 40 and 49%, you would be permitted to take a 2-week course to upgrade. If you're taking a new credit, like let's say history, or you want to upgrade a course that you already passed, you will be required to take the full 4-week course. We don't have information about summer school quite yet, but it is expected to arrive near the end of February or early March, and we will announce its arrival on the Rick Hansen Google Classroom. So please monitor the Google Classroom for any updates regarding summer school. Even if you do plan to go to summer school, especially with this year not knowing what summer school is going to be like, it is really, really important that you still select the course that you wanted to take in summer school next year. And then once you sign up for summer school, we'll give you an opportunity to request to remove that course. So for example, if you're planning to take history in summer school, just to give yourself an option, an extra option for grade 10, it's still important that you choose history for next year. We don't know for sure we can get you into history in summer school, and we don't know for sure what's going to happen with summer school this year. So I'd rather make sure that you have history selected on your courses for next year. And then again, if we can confirm you in a course, once we do, then you can request a change at that point. Now, as I said, you are going to be selecting your courses using My Blueprint. This is really important. It's important that you, when you're opening My Blueprint, you're using Google Chrome as your browser. Log into your BYOD like you normally would, and click on the My Blueprint icon, and that'll take you directly to your personal My Blueprint account. You're looking for the official high school plan, and you're going to select the appropriate grade for your course selection. In your case, it's going to be grade 10. You'll see what courses that you had taken for this year under your grade 9 courses, and then you'll see pre-filled in courses for grade 10. Now you can see the words English, math, science, history, careers, and civics in gray. That doesn't mean the course has been chosen for you. You still have to click on the plus sign to bring up a list of courses to choose from, and then choose the appropriate English class that you want, as well as the math course you want, and so on. Please don't forget that those have to be selected even though you see the words themselves in gray. This year's course selection window is from Monday, January 18th until Monday, February 8th. So in other words, You can't begin to choose your courses in My Blueprint until the 18th. You can certainly plan them, but you can't actually select and submit them until the course selection window opens up on the 18th. At that point, any time between the 18th and the 8th is when you can select, verify, and then submit your course selections. I'll say again, it's important that you don't submit your courses and do that final step unless you know everything you've chosen is what you want. It's very difficult to then go back and change, and or you lose the timestamp that is really important when it comes to trying to secure yourself a spot, and especially your optional subject areas. If you don't have your courses selected by Monday, February 8th, the courses that you want are not going to get uploaded into our information system. And as a result of that, we won't have a spot secured for you in the courses that you'd like to take. So it's important that you adhere to the time frame. Keep in mind that not only are the 30 credits you're working towards part of your diploma requirements, but that you do have 2 other diploma requirements. Remember that next year when you're in grade 10, assuming everything's back to normal, you will be writing your literacy test. And then the passing that is a requirement for graduation. And do remember, though it's difficult now to be thinking of community service, that you do need your 40 hours of community service. If you need more information about where you can go for community service or doing your volunteer work, there are some virtual opportunities that we often post on Google Classroom, and your guidance counselor can give you some other sites you can go to find out about information. When you are done, you complete the community involvement activity record form and submit it to your guidance counselor. That's the end of this presentation. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to email your guidance counselor for help. Remember, guidance counselor emails can be found on our Google Classroom. If you go onto the Google Classroom and click on the classwork link, you'll see the names of all the guidance counselors at our school, which surnames they're each responsible for, and their email addresses. So again, if you have questions, please feel free to email your guidance counselor. Thanks and good luck.